Hi there, good morning everybody. I want to welcome you here to the Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show, a show dedicated to progressive rock and other forms of rock music. So we're going to be starting a new series for the month of August here, which is my 31 favorite hard rock bands that I've been listening to over the course of my life. And so basically, before we get any kind of confusion or anybody getting hostile about anything, when I use the word hard rock, it's discriminatory upon how I hear it. I can't hear it how you hear it, so I can only pick it the way I pick it. Some of these bands, in fact, almost all of the bands I've chosen, hard rock is one element of their music. Some of them border on metal. Some of them are very border on very metal. Then you also have some that are a little bit more folky or a little bit more progressive rock or maybe glam rock. But they have all different elements in their music. Bluesy, heavy blues, all these elements you will see appearing throughout this month. But the main theme for me is that they all have a hard rock element to their music, and I consider them hard rock bands. So, as you notice, I've moved my setup back to a little bit of a different a traditional view, mostly because of the heat in the area, because of their doing work outside. I have to keep everything closed during the daytime to keep dust down, and it causes a great deal of heat. And I find with this angle I'm getting, now that the window's open, I get a little bit more relief from that. So that's primarily what we're doing here today. So without further ado now, we're going to get on to the series. This will be the opening episode. I've chosen an Australian band that was introduced to me during one of the battles of the hard rock battles that Ben put together for me. He chose this band. I hadn't actually heard of them before he gave them to me, and I've since listened to 2 or 3 of their albums since then. But the one that I'm going to go back to, the one that got me started on, is called Volcanic Rock. The band itself is called Buffalo. They are an Australian band, of course. I think they're, somebody will correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember reading something about them being out of Sydney, Australia. So this band, some people are going to say is a metal band. I'm not going to argue with that. If you listen to their music, they certainly have that element of metal. At that time period when they first came out, metal was still a fairly new thing, so a lot of people would label some bands as metal that aren't necessarily metal, or some bands they would call hard rock that were probably more metal. I found this band to be a hard rock band with a metal element to their music, and I quite like them a lot. They have a lot of pretty solid stuff. Really interesting band. It would be I would love to be able to buy a box set with all of their stuff, because I'm almost certain I'll love it all. Get all of their albums at once, but I haven't been able to find anything yet. Eventually, as the channel grows, I'll probably be having to order some of this stuff online. But for now, we're going to go with Buffalo in my 31st spot, my opening day for my favorite 31 hard rock bands, the series we're running for this month of August, the new birth month. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Please hit the like and subscribe. That's much appreciated. If you want to put your own band in for day one, you can. If you want to make any comments about Buffalo, you can. If you want to make comments about anything I said, you can do all that in the comment section below. And I will see you all throughout the month. So have yourself a good day, good night, and so long here from Prog Monster.